history in the making for the Detroit Red Wings. Guys, I think if you've been reading the tea leaves, if you've been seeing the videos we've been making over the past little while, you can definitely tell who is on my to-add list for next week, tomorrow, and beyond for fantasy hockey. It is none other than Mr. Showtime, Mr. Saturday Night himself, Patrick Kane. Man, we just keep on using this guy in video topics because he has gone out there on a blitz, and the Red Wings are right there with him. They have defeated the Seattle Kraken with a dominating 6-2 victory. And I'm going to be honest, I was kind of clenching my cheeks a little bit because throughout this game, I was paying attention to the score sheet. I actually had it on here. FanDuel Sports Network, they have it on in Canada, and I was able to watch most of this game. But wow, I'm playing off against multiple people in fantasy this week who have Larkin, who have Raymond, and who have Kane, and I was holding my breath at every subsequent goal that was scored and every subsequent point, because these guys... oh my gosh, they all popped off. 6-2 victory. It is a 7-game win streak for the Detroit Red Wings. This is the longest Red Wings win streak since January 12th to January 23 in 2012. It has been 13 years since the Red Wings last had a 7-game win streak, and they totally deserve it in their 7th game. Not to say that they didn't deserve it in the other games. Oh yeah, they were right in the mix in those ones too. They deserve the wins there. But this Kraken game, my gosh, what happened? What possessed the Detroit Red Wings to go out there and have a stellar showcase like this one? They totally destroyed Seattle. Even though Seattle had more shots, you can debate the legitimacy as to whether or not Seattle had better opportunities, but Seattle just did not capitalize on it. And you can say that a lot of that was due to the momentum of the first, let's say 10 minutes or so, where the Wings scored a whopping 4 goals in, okay, what was the actual number? Okay, so the first goal of the game was scored by Marco Kasper 3:22 in, and then the fourth goal was scored by Kane 7:53 in. So 3 minutes and 31 seconds is all it took for the Wings to score 4 goals. And there was a power play in there too. Ay. You talk about shooting yourselves in the foot here. Starting it all out, it is Marco Kasper. His first of 2 points on the night as the Wings break into the zone, wrap it around behind the goal, cut out in front, a shot made, and a goal. Kasper with the tip in off of the Larkin drive. Then just 11 seconds later, off of the face-off in the offensive zone, the puck is played back to the point, Tarasenko towards the goal, and it's JT Compher who tips it up and over into the back of the net. 2 goals in 11 seconds for the Detroit Red Wings. Another assist there for Albert Johansson. Nice to see him getting up on the board. Give it 3 minutes after that on the power play. It is another face-off play with Larkin winning the draw. Back to Seider. He goes over to the left. Raymond cuts into the middle. He sends it back to DeBrincat, the 1T, and that is in the back of the net. It takes 7 seconds for Detroit to strike on that one. And then just another minute and a bit after that, Erik Gustafsson. Oh yeah, you know we've been talking about that Chicago connection to DeBrincat, Gustafsson, Kane? Well, that's exactly what we see here. Andrew Kopp gets in on the action too, but you know, it's Andrew Kopp. He stops up, centers it back over to Gustafsson, who throws it backdoor for Kane. It is an easy tap-in goal, and he's got the Showtime mitts for you, baby. Detroit makes it 4-0 in the first 8 minutes of the game. And, you know, at that point, it's hard to come back. I get it. You know, the Kraken, they did still have their opportunities. They still were shooting the puck. They had 12 shots in the first period, but they were down 4-0. How crazy is that? They had 15 shots in the third period. I feel like the Red Wings, especially in that third, were just kind of like, okay, we've got a 6-2 lead, or we've got a 6-1 lead. We just got to play cruise control, just settle back, make sure the Kraken don't have an easy time getting these goals, and then we'll be okay. And that's what happened. They secured their 6-2 victory. It really took like 10 minutes worth of legitimate offensive intensity in order for them to get the dub. We won't discredit, though, the 2 power play goals that were scored in the second by Detroit. Erik Gustafsson makes it 5-0 just 4 minutes into the second period. Puck is played back over to the point. It's centered, left side shot, and it is in the back of the net. And then you had Dylan Larkin on the power play just 10 minutes after that from Kane and Seider. This is why I was clenching, man. Larkin, Raymond, DeBrincat, Kane, these guys all popping off. I mean, the amount of multi-point games we had today was astounding. Tarasenko 2 assists, Raymond 2 assists, Larkin goal and assist, Kane goal and assist, Kasper goal and an assist, and then you had 3 other forwards each with a point. Then you had Mo Seider with 2 points, Gustafsson with 2 points. This game was really spread out in terms of its offensive productivity, and it's one of the best showcases of diversified talent we have seen in a really long time with this team. I can't even believe how some of these guys performed in this one. Marco Kasper now has 4 points in 2 games ever since being placed on the top line in this juncture. Thank you, Todd McClellan, for experimenting and trying to get these guys going. I'm not going to go out there and say that Joe Veleno wouldn't have been able to do this, but I think most people would say that Joe Veleno wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, the team is transformed. I don't even know what else there is to say. Like, how do you analyze this? How do you think about this rationally and you try to break it down? How do you analytically divulge this team and its changes without just getting super excited? 7 wins in a row, baby. 7 wins in a row. We could go out there and just end the entire video off here. 7 wins in a row. Like, I don't know, man. What's going on with this team? And you think about, like, the Red Wings' next game. Obviously, take it 1 game at a time, right? 1 game at a time, 1 game at a time. The Wings have the rest of Sunday off, early game, right? They have Monday off, and then they have San Jose on Tuesday. Talk about a test for the Thursday matchup against the Florida Panthers. Maybe it's a little bit premature to go out there and say, oh yeah, look at that. They have rest and then they play Florida after San Jose. Like, maybe it's a little bit careless to think about it like that. And maybe that sort of a mindset is what could inevitably doom a team to begin with. But, I mean, San Jose. It's San Jose. Come on. Just don't take him lightly. Get 4 goals in 8 minutes again against San Jose and you'll probably do well. Macklin Celebrini has been awesome. So has Will Smith and so has Yaroslav Askarov. But the Red Wings are running a 7-game win streak. They've been one of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League, and now if you take a look at the NHL standings, guess what, baby? The Wings are 2 points behind a playoff spot with a game in hand. They actually have a higher points percentage than the Boston Bruins, who are in the first wild card. So Detroit, with 3 games behind on Boston, has a chance to do something interesting. In fact, the Wings have the same record as the Habs. 44 points, 42 games played, 20 wins, 18 losses, 4 overtimes. That is kind of funny. Wow, who would have thought, eh? Last year, my first favorite team in Vancouver does well. My second and third favorite teams in Montreal and Detroit sort of crap the bed. And then in this next season, Vancouver sucks and my other teams are doing well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about the Canucks, not the Canucks, Jesus, excuse me. About the Red Wings, their 6-2 win over Seattle, this historic win, first 7-game win streak in 13 years. How do you feel about the multi-point games out of so many guys? Save yourself some money and get yourself some free ExpressVPN months with my affiliate link down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. 9 and bye.